All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving deep today.
Into crypto
Yeah, into all things crypto.
in 2025.
Looking ahead to the rest of 2025.
Yeah, buckle up.
The sources that we've got,
It's going to be a wild ride.
yeah,
It's going to be a wild ride.
they're really pretty exciting, actually.
Yeah.
They're talking about some pretty big things happening. So we're going to be talking about, of course, the big ones, Bitcoin and Ethereum,
Of course.
but also, all this talk about regulation and AI.
Oh, yeah. AI is the big wild card here.
Yeah, that seems to be a big theme. And so,
It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
yeah.
But before we dive into all of that, I think it's worth taking a step back and just looking at where we are right now.
Yeah, it's a good point.
You know, we're not in the early days of crypto anymore.
No,
This
it's
is
on mainstream.
this is mainstream.
Yeah, big time.
We've got major companies,
I mean,
banks, governments,
rock, Fidelity.
all dipping their toes into
Yeah.
the crypto waters.
Yeah, it's not just like a fringe
Yeah.
movement anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's important to understand that context as we look ahead.
Yeah. So, let's talk about Bitcoin.
Okay.
Some of these analysts are predicting some pretty huge numbers by the end of the year.
250,000
Yeah, $250,000
for one Bitcoin.
for one Bitcoin. I mean,
It's a bold prediction.
it's more than bold. It's like,
It is,
Hmm.
but there's some logic behind it.
yeah. Well, let's break that down.
Yeah, so you've got the halving event coming up.
The halving.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
The reward for mining Bitcoin gets cut in half,
Oh, okay.
which means
Less Bitcoin.
less Bitcoin is entering circulation.
So it's a supply and demand thing.
Exactly, supply and demand.
Okay.
And then you've got the institutional adoption.
Right. All those big players.
BlackRock's,
The
the Fidelities of the world.
pumping money into it.
They're putting serious money into the market,
Yeah.
which lends legitimacy and drives up the price.
So it's not just like a bunch of
No,
You know.
it's not just hype.
people in their basements.
There are some real market mechanics at play here.
Yeah. Yeah. Some real fundamentals driving this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So Bitcoin's definitely one to watch.
yeah. What about Ethereum?
Yeah.
It seems like that's kind of evolving beyond just like a
Oh, absolutely.
cryptocurrency.
It's becoming the foundation for so much more.
Yeah. Like what kinds of things?
Well, you've got DeFi, for one.
EFI?
Decentralized finance.
Decentralized finance.
It's basically a parallel financial system
Okay.
built on the blockchain,
Wow.
offering things like lending, borrowing,
So you can do all the things that you would normally do at a bank
without the bank,
without the bank.
without the intermediaries.
Wow.
And then you've got Web3,
Web.
which is this vision of a more decentralized internet
Mm.
where users have more control over their data.
Yeah. That
That's
That
a
sounds-
clever idea.
pretty revolutionary, actually.
It is, and Ethereum is really the backbone of a lot of this innovation.
Wow. Okay. So
It's a really exciting space.
I feel like we need like a whole other deep dive just to like,
We could talk about this for hours.
yeah, just to get into all that.
Absolutely.
But how is Ethereum actually making all this happen?
Well, one word, roll-ups.
Roll-ups.
It's a technology that's addressing Ethereum's biggest hurdle,
This is scale of
availability. Basically, imagine you have thousands of transactions happening simultaneously
Right.
on the Ethereum network.
Yeah.
It creates congestion.
Oh yeah.
It drives up fees.
That makes sense.
Roll-ups essentially bundle those transactions off-chain.
Off-chain.
Yeah, they process them efficiently and then settle them back on the main Ethereum network.
So it's kind of like adding more lanes to a highway.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you get faster, cheaper transactions.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about governments because here comes the tension.
Yeah. It seems like there's this like real tension brewing
Absolutely.
between the crypto world and
The powers that be. The powers that be.
yeah.
So what are governments doing?
Well, a lot of countries are developing their own digital currencies.
Oh, I've heard of these.
Yeah, CBDCs,
CBDCs.
central bank digital currencies.
There.
Basically, it's a central bank issued digital version of
Oh.
their fiat currency.
So like a digital dollar?
Exactly, a digital dollar, a digital euro,
Hmm.
a digital yen.
So how did that impact like the existing crypto world?
That's the big question, isn't it? I mean, are
What-
they competing forces? Are they going to coexist?
Right.
Will governments try to use CBDCs to exert more control over the financial system?
Yeah. Could they like try to shut down
There are definitely concerns
private crypto?
about privacy, control the future of financial freedom.
Yeah, it's a little bit
Deal.
scary, honestly.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a bit of a wild west out there.
yeah. Well, speaking of wild,
Speaking of wild.
let's bring in the AI.
Oh, yeah.
The AI wild card
The AI wildcard.
that everybody keeps talking about.
It's a game changer.
Yeah, so how is AI impacting crypto?
Well, we're already seeing the rise of AI-driven trading bots.
Bots.
Yeah.
I've heard of those.
These bots can analyze market data, identify patterns.
Faster than a human?
Oh, yeah, much faster than a human.
Okay.
And they can execute trades at lightning speed.
So it's like taking the emotion out of trading.
Potentially, yeah.
Interesting.
But it also raises questions.
Like what?
Well, can algorithms truly understand the nuances of the crypto market?
Right.
I mean, it's a very complex market.
Yeah.
Driven by a lot of factors.
Human factors.
Human factors, news events, sentiment.
Yeah.
Can an algorithm really grasp all of that?
That's a good question.
Yeah, and what happens when everyone starts relying on AI?
Right.
Does it create new risks?
Does it become like a self-fulfilling prophecy?
Potentially.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like we're kind of at this like tipping point.
We are.
You know,
It feels like a tipping point.
2025 could be the year that crypto just explodes. Mass adoption, everybody's in.
Yeah, everyone's in.
But on the other hand, we're in this crazy
We're in a shaky
global economic climate.
global economic climate.
There's a lot of fear and uncertainty.
A lot of fear.
So do people pull out
Do we see a mass exodus?
a mass exodus?
It's a crucial question.
It is.
Will widespread adoption win out?
Yeah.
Or will fear and uncertainty drive investors away?
Hmm.
We have to consider both possibilities.
Okay, so if you're an investor listening to this,
Yeah, what do you do?
yeah, what do you do? What are some strategies for success in this crazy year?
Well, I think diversification is key.
Diversification.
Yeah. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Okay. Spread it around.
Spread it around.
Okay.
Consider holding Bitcoin,
Okay.
exploring altcoins.
Altcoins.
Yeah.
Got it.
Dabbling in DeFi protocols.
Okay.
You know, there are even ways to invest in real-world assets
Real world assets.
that are tokenized on the blockchain.
Tokenized on
Yeah.
a blockchain.
Yeah.
Go-
So there's a lot of options out there.
Yeah.
The key is to spread your risk.
Spread the risk.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Got it. But what about all this regulation?
Ah, yes, the regulatory landscape.
It's changing so fast, it's like
It's constantly evolving.
hard to keep up.
Yeah.
So how do you even like stay ahead of that curve?
Well, knowledge is your best defense.
Knowledge, okay.
Stay informed about the evolving regulatory landscape
Right.
in your jurisdiction and globally.
Okay, so do your research.
Do your research. Understand the rules of the game.
Rules of the game.
Okay.
Because the rules are changing.
Got it. Well, wow, we've covered a lot today.
We have.
Bitcoin, Ethereum, government showdown, AI.
Yeah, it's a lot to digest.
It's a lot.
But I think the key takeaway here
Yeah.
is that the future of crypto is not predetermined.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's not set in stone.
Yeah.
It hinges on how well individuals,
Okay.
institutions, and governments adapt and learn.
Wow, that's a really good point.
So it's kind of up to all of us
In a way, it is.
to shape this future.
We're all shaping the future of crypto,
Wow.
whether we realize it or not.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
remember that the crypto world is complex
It is.
and ever-changing.
But it's also incredibly exciting
It is.
and full of opportunity.
Yeah, and armed with knowledge and a willingness to learn,
Absolutely.
you can navigate these waters.
You can.
So keep exploring,
Keep learning.
and we'll see you on the next dive.
See you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, After.